Self-fix grant here. So I was called out to do a check on a drainage line. These people was having a flood whenever they use the washing machine and the kitchen sink, right? So I went over and I try to do the rotting thing first. I try to clear the blockage because obviously it's a blockage, right? So I try to clear the blockage and it would not move. I pushed that rod up in there and it's whenever you get to like the tip, the front part of the this after I move this covering, y'all gonna see what I'm talking about. But right when it get there, it just won't go in the, I mean right at the tip, it won't go through. It just it seemed like it's a stone or a cement or something there. It just won't clear, right? So I suggest to them that I need to repipe it, right? Just do a brand new, put a brand new pipe down there. They got a 2-inch pipe, and I suggest to use a 3-inch, right? And just do it correctly, where it won't be that problem, right? So I try to put a piece of steel down there to see what was, if it's a stone or something down there, if I could move it with a stone. I noticed that the person put like whoever the plumber was, they put like a elbow right there. There's an elbow right there. So I don't know what's going on. I just wasn't even trying to find out. If you look at the diagram, how I did my piping, it's quite easy for you to rod it, right? Whenever time comes for you to rod it, you can rod it from 2 directions, right? It's easy. So if there's a blockage in the future, easily just rod it, right? The way that piping is. This is the correct way you should do it. If I would have done this in the beginning, I was the one that was supposed to do this plumbing work for this person, but the person ended up using someone else. If I would have do the plumbing work, it would have been done totally different from this here. This thing here would have been over on the corner over there. It would not be right there where it is. But I have to work with the pipe that the person have coming out the house, and it's right there. So the video kind of moving kind of fast because if y'all notice, I put down the concrete. It's moving faster than what I really wanted to move. But this is where we're at right now. So this is where that water was, right there. That's where the dirty water was, right? So as you can see, I cover it back over with concrete, and everything is working fine. As what I say, you can rot it whenever you get ready to rot it. This is the main sewage in these areas. This is a scheme house, scheme house where there's a lot of houses and the government houses, so they have a sewage system that go into like a processing thingy, whatever. So everything does go in your drainage and everything does go into one, right, and go inside the process and whatever that thing is. All right. So as what I said, this is where the dirty water was. I got rid of that, so I am doing a little check to see if I use a rod. This is a little flimsy little detector thing that can show you wherever that thing is going, you can find it with a tester to see where it's at. So I just stick it in there, and I can find out where the tip is. Wherever it go, I can find out. So if there's a line and there's a blockage, I can run that thing down in it. Wherever it's at, I can find it. So right now I can tell that the tip is right there, right? So if there was a blockage right there and I need to dig it up and clear the blockage, this thing would tell me exactly where it is, so I can just dig up that section, right? I really love that little tool right there because it helps a lot. Sometimes you're doing work and you want to know where electrical pipe go, you can run it down in the electrical pipe and it show you this is where it's at, so you know not to dig right there and bust the line. As you can see, it came all the way through, right? So that's a good piping. Whenever you do a good piping, you can stick anything inside it and it will come out. So now I'm going inside the house. So I'm walking through the washroom, and this is where the pipe travel through the washroom and into the kitchen, right? So I am going into the kitchen to use that same tool to see if the person did the piping work correctly. If I can stick it all the way out, stick it in, and it come all the way out to where I did my piping work, then I would say that the person did a good piping work. But so I end up stick it in, and I could tell that it was right there. just testing to see if it's gonna detect where it's at. So then I stick it a little further and it end up like jamming. So I'm saying it won't go any further. It just get to the corner right there and it would not go any further. I know there is no blockage there because the water is running fine. When I test it before I connect my pipes, right, it was running fine. So there was no blockage right there. So it's the way the person did the plumbing work. So to my viewers and subscribers, listen, y'all have to get good plumbers. Right there where this thing is detecting, if you have a blockage right there, you're going to have to dig up those tiles. You have to dig up the concrete, take up those tiles, take up the tiles, dig up the concrete. You're going to have to fix that plumbing work that person done. It's incorrect because that thing is real. It should go all the way through it. As y'all could see when I did it in my plumbing work, it went all the way through it, right? So I ended up trying this thing to see if it's going to go through, and it did not. It went to a certain distance and it stopped. It's very important y'all get good plumbers. I can tell that Jamaican people don't really like good plumbers because it's not a lot of people trying to hit me up and say, listen, do you know any good plumbers in my area, or do you want to come do some plumber? No, one and two people link me up and say, yo, about plumbing. So y'all don't like good plumbers, so you get whatever you get. Sorry to say that, but just find good plumbers, right? There, you have a few good plumbers, not a lot, but a few good plumbers out there that can do good plumbing by code, but it's not a lot. So right there, I can tell that in the future, this person's gonna have to call me back. I'll call some other plumber to come and dig up that floor and correct that spot right there. But that's another video. So I hope y'all learned something. Thank you for watching.